There you go. Hello everyone, well recently I've been using a machine I've never used before, and I want you to try and guess what it is. And as you can hear there, this machine's got a multi-tone audio feature. Iron. That's better. Here we go. Wow, that looks round to me. And I think that is, yep, that's a little Roman coin. Well done, well done. Have you guessed what it is yet? Well, the first clue is it's multi-frequency. I'm using this machine today in multi-frequency, but there's single frequencies from 4 to 40 kilohertz available. Sweet one. You've got to be so careful in these muddy conditions, because when you scrape the spade you very often get stuff on the end of your boot. That's still sounding good, isn't it? Here we go, it's out. Yes, we have. And we've got a very small little Roman coin, look. Oh, and that come through brilliantly, lovely and clear. 28. Any ideas? Let's keep going. Another big number. Feels heavy, feels leadish. Yeah, like musket ball, more lead. There you go, musket ball. Well, have you guessed the machine? I'll tell you what it is. It's the Rutus Versa NC. Let me quickly introduce you to Rutus metal detectors. Now, they've been going for several years and they've done some really cool products in the past. They're very popular in Poland. Well, the reason is because they're actually made in Poland. And those Polish guys are really good diggers. So let me have a quick sit down and I will introduce you to the Rutus Versa and some of its key features. Now, didn't those signals sound sweet? And I think that's largely down to the Versa rich tone options. You've got a pitch mode, 1, 2, 3, 6 tones, and then you've got multi-tones, so there's something there to suit everyone. Plus you've got 3 individual sound profiles where you can manipulate the factory tones and save them as your own. And I think that's a neat idea. So okay, let's take a look at the menu on this Rutus Versa. Okay, let's turn this machine on very quickly and see what version I'm using, 4.72. It's asking for a ground balance. We're not going to ground balance it, we're just going to use factory default. So I'm going to make this a very quick menu walk around because I've got lots of other cool finds to show you in this video. So let's start off with the interface. At the top there you've got your discrimination range, and then on the left you've got sensitivity, in the middle you've got your target ID, on the right battery level, on the left there MLTL, multi-frequency low conductor, and my custom user program number 1. To the right of that, backlight on, and at the bottom of that you have the audio speaker. Now if you're talking to someone and want to mute the machine, just simply press the minus button and that will mute the audio. Then when you want to start detecting again, just press the plus button. How cool is that? I have to say the build quality on this is really good. The stem configuration, the plastics, everything feels good in the hand. And this machine's got a 2-year warranty. And what I didn't know, Rutus have got distributors all over the world. I got this machine from Detectors in England. There's lots of little Romans on this field, so I'm going to gravitate towards low conductors. So I want to set this machine up to find the tiniest targets. I'm not too bothered about the big targets because I've always said Most detectors can take care of the big targets without any effort at all, but it's the little ones. If you can find those little low conductive targets on a Roman site, you're doing it right and you've got a good machine set up. So I'm using my own custom tone profile, which is the multi-tone. I've just enhanced the lower conductors a little bit more. I've gone into the -6 discrimination and I've lowered that iron filter right down to 0. Now that's going to make the machine a little bit twitchy, I know, but I can live with it because I know there's some really small Roman coins on this field and I want to give myself the best chance I can. And there's one there, look. I can see what it is, and it's a tiny, let me take my gloves off because I think you'll be impressed with this. It is, now don't lose it, it's a tiny little Roman minim. Tiny little Roman minim. Good. This machine is doing what it should do. Right then, let's have a look at the menus very quickly. First of all, press the cogwheel and then you've got the sensitivity settings. And as you go up higher, it gives you a warning you're going quite high. Next one is the discrimination. Now at the top there you will normally see a discrimination level, but I'm running an open discrimination, so there's nothing there. And also on the top left you'll see a little box icon, that means there's a sub menu. Let me quickly show you the discrimination. See it going up there like that, look. So everything discriminated out won't give an audio tone. And the sub menu is the notch. So you can set different notch profiles on this. Another sweet low conductor. Oh, there is something there. No. No. Well, it's in my hand just for this bit, so I know it's, yeah, it's definitely there. That is a part of a minim, a flipping part of a minim, or very, very small Roman coin. Amazing. Right then, let's go one more, and that is your sweep speed, your reactivity. Again, there is a sub menu with this. Press and hold it, and we've got some cool features. FL at the top, FH, multi-frequency high conductors. One down, multi-frequency low conductors. One more down, multi-frequency wet sand or wet grass or anything with high acidic rate. Let's go down one more. Now this is a really cool feature. This is a small target boost, so you can enhance the signals from really tiny targets. One more, an iron filter. This is for the small irons, so you can easily reject the smaller iron if it's driving you mad. But as you can see there, I'm running that on 0. Bottom one is bottle cap reject or large iron reject. So if you've got troublesome misshaped iron, you can always introduce that. There you go, there's another one, another little tiddler. Don't think there's much on it. Definitely a little Roman coin though. This is the first time I've used a Rutus in many years, at least 10 years, you know. And like I say, it's just fitting like a glove. Back to the menu then. Let's go along one. That's the audio volume. Again, a sub menu. Press and hold it. And we've got a new set of features. At the top there, number 5 or level 5 is how long do you want your audio signal to be? Do you want it long or short? Down one more, audio signal again. Do you want it long and smooth or short and choppy? Now I find on the Roman site the shorter signal is the better one. Modulation, that's more of a professional setting. That can give you a different audio sound depending on depth. It sort of warbles a little bit. And down one more, audio response. So you can set it so deep targets and shallow targets have the same audio intensity, or you can set it so you get a perception of depth. So deep targets are quiet, shallow targets are loud. Down one more, and that's the threshold sensitivity for the dual modes, but we'll talk about the dual modes in a short while. And as always, if this video's brought you any entertainment or value, why not give us a thumbs up and even ring that bell icon. I'd really appreciate your support. Just caught the edge of that low conductor there. And there's another one, I think, I'm pretty sure it is, in this heavy old mud. Just a job to, yeah, there you go, look, little Roman, beautiful. Let's go along one more. Threshold tone, iron volume. So you see there I've got it on maximum, so I've got a loud iron volume. If you turn it down to say 0 or 1, you've got a very quiet iron volume. Tones, now you've got several different tones on this machine. Just quickly, it starts off with pitch, 1 tone, 2 tones, 3 tones, 6 tones, or multi-tone, but you can't make adjustments to the factory presets. To do that you have to go one more, personal tone profile 1, 2 or 3. So you can make your own tone changes and just really fine-tune those tones. We've jumped the SAT because the SAT is self-adjusting threshold and that's used in the dual mode. This is the backlight and this is the wireless headphone. Big bit of iron there. That's not iron, that's iron. That's the one we're going for. That's the one. Well, it's getting smaller. That's a good thing. Can't really see that. Let me take my gloves off. Yeah, definitely a little Roman. There's the head, look, you can see the head. Do you know what, we're not missing anything today, guys. Back to the menu again, and I think this is a really cool feature. Take a look at this, a long press on the cogwheel and you've got your visual EMI graph, so you can see lots of peaks and troughs there telling you what the best frequency setting is to choose. Obviously you don't choose one with high peaks, you choose one with the lower peaks or troughs. And on this machine you've got 4 kHz to 40 kHz in the single frequency range, and you've got 10 multi-frequency options. Just one top tip here, Paul's got his Equinox and when we're detecting together my signals completely drop off, and I think the Equinox is nulling the routers. Big difference in signals when he walked away, so just bear that in mind. I know you can change your frequencies, but the Equinox seems to put a massive block of EMI all through that multi-frequency range, so just be aware of that one. And this is what the Equinox does to the Versa. There's no audible interference, but it cuts the target out and you just get this massive block on the EMI range. Press the cogwheel again and you're on your factory default programs. So you've got beach, beach dual, field, field dual, park, park dual, field user 1, field user 2, obviously you can put your own settings in there, park user 1, park user 2, and non-motion target ID. Now this is going to be a great feature for searching for those large deep objects. Let me go back. Okay, now you'll keep seeing the dual mode pop up. Now the dual mode is quite a neat feature and I can't wait to test that out. What the dual mode does, it uses discrimination and all metal at the same time, and this is going to be perfect for those searching for perhaps large iron and ignoring small nails, because you've got the all metal circuit working with the discrimination. The all metal circuit will give you the actual size of the target, and the discrimination will tell you whether it's ferrous or non-ferrous. Now I used to use this setting years ago on a machine called the Nautilus and it worked fantastic. So like I say, I can't wait to give the dual modes a try. Now there's dual modes available in all the factory programs. You'll see them next to the factory program on the right. It says park or park dual, simple. But I think the dual mode is one of those things which is a specialist setting, shall we say. But I know the guys in Poland are out there looking for artifacts and they're using it to great success. So I'm going to give that a try, but that's a separate video. It's really easy to use once you understand its language, once you understand what parameters you need to set or not set. You've got your factory programs there as an introduction to the Rutus, but you soon want to do some tweaks to those tones and just get it right for your field. But like any other top-end machine, you have to tweak it to get the best out of it. So spend a little bit of time, read the manual, get to know it, and then in the field you can make necessary changes. Long press the cogwheel again, and this is what routers call the radio screen. So you've got your Bluetooth headphone connectivity, but at the top there you'll see an IP number. Now this is really clever. If you put this IP number into your mobile phone or your internet browser, it will automatically connect the machine with an update. So to update this machine, you don't need to plug it into anything at all. So if you want to try this Rutus Versa for yourself, why not sign up for one of our metal detecting taster days, and you can find out more on the Skill School or the Hailing Detect website. Or if you've got a machine and just want to hone your skills, don't forget I'm doing the one-to-one tuition days, again on the Skill School website. This forest is so quiet, and do you know what, it'll be the perfect place to try out those dual modes. So what do you think of the Rutus, guys? Do you own a Rutus? If so, why not post in the comments below? It would be good to hear your thoughts. And if you want to see some more Rutus videos, why not let me know? So where would I class this Rutus? Well, I'd certainly class it as a top-end detector. But the interesting thing is, Rutus being a small company, they don't use aggressive marketing tactics like some of the mainstream ones who are all fighting for your custom. So if you want any more information, why not just drop into the Rutus website? I'll post the links below. What are you doing? What are you doing? You've dug a big hole. Come on, let's go.